What we doing there? Salute to my audience. Salute to your families. I hope everybody's good. Hope you lot are focused for the new year. Make sure you got your plans. Salute to the prayers them. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell on. You should know the normal procedure by now. You know what I mean? If you're new here and you're wondering what we do around here, it's the landing. We just have discussions about what we see going on in our communities. Culture's we need a new word, man. Culture's too cliche. But music, all sorts of things, we're gonna give our opinions on it. What I wanna talk about today is I don't see myself as a reaction channel. Although that could be a little bit cap. Let me give you a bit more insight to what I'm talking about. If I give my opinions on something, it could be deemed as a reaction to something. Yes, I understand that. But when I say I don't do reactions, I mean, shout out people like Kid and Chinks. They'll actually watch something and react to what they're watching. That's what I consider to be reaction content. I suppose Bouncer does it as well. He'll flip the screen, watch something, give his opinions, he's reacting to it. Pinky Notes does the same thing. Who else? There's so many people in this space kind of now. Who else have I seen do that? I'll just leave it at those names for now, and if I've forgotten your name, then salute to you anyway. And then you got obviously, Tanks does it as well, actually. Salute to Tanks, Pioneer. Who else? Anybody else? And then you got the streamers, they're doing what they're doing in their field. Salute to them. You know what they do already. Then what you got? Then I guess you got people like myself. There's no flipping the screens. There's no reaction videos. It's just straight having a conversation with my audience that is there to listen. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, they can give me their opinions. Trillery Banks does something similar to what I'm doing currently. Who else? Am I missing anybody? And then from that, you got the podcasts. So you got No Behavior, you got RTM, you got Real Talk True Stories, you got The Session. Who else is there? I know I'm forgetting some. You got Chucky and that, but obviously, the what do they call it? The HC podcast. But Chucky's doing so many different things but he's still in that space. Salute to him. Who else you got? Stanner's kind of doing. What's Stanner doing? Stanner doesn't flip the screen and that, does he? I think he's just doing something similar to what I do and what Trillery does in that kind of lane. I might be wrong though. I see him have a couple guests here and there as well. Who else is in the podcast space that needs to get a mention? Sinners Podcast, salute to them. Chop Shop, salute to them. Who else? Who else, man? I know there's some dominant ones that I'm forgetting, I hate it when I do that. See, when I do my segments, I don't re-record them or look back out. I don't even watch them back. I'll be honest. They get edited and that's it, upload. I'm not on all that bougie stuff. It's just uncut business that we're dealing with, innit? But I feel like I'm forgetting some podcasts, man. Who am I forgetting? But shout you out anyway. Not going to ponder on it too much. My point of the conversation is this. There's a rumor, is it a rumor? Or a theory going around that myself and people like, not even people like, myself and Bouncer, or Bouncer and myself, Bouncer was in this space way before me, the content we create and we do is rubbing out the podcasts. What we doing there? That can't be true. But what can be true is consistency. So a podcast, normally done once a week. And depending on how you chop up your clips, you might have a clip every day until the segment comes out on normally a Sunday or something like that. That can't be compared to what Bouncer does, for example. That's everyday content. So whatever's happening today, he can talk about it today. If you record a podcast on a Sunday, you're not going to have the room or the capacity to talk about something that happens today, naturally. So what happens with that? Well, naturally, people, they want to be in the know every day. They're going to gravitate towards the platforms that are talking every day. No brainer. We ain't doing nothing that's rocket science. Do you get what I'm saying? So I see some people throwing shade on it as if to say, I don't know, like, what's the opinions that I hear? Fast food content, and shout out Loons, because yes, Loons did mention fast food content, but on the other hand, Loons has always bigged up my platform. Loons has always shouted me out. So this ain't no disrespect to Loons, but if you're someone that's like Loons and I don't know of you or know you, then this is for you. If you're out here screaming, it's fast food content and man, don't do all of that. Well, bro, I'll be honest. When I personally forwarded into this space, I wasn't trying to interrupt nobody's service. I wasn't trying to step on nobody's toes. I don't know most of the folks and that. I'm just doing my thing and focused on my thing only. Now, naturally, I suppose once your name's mentioned a few times, people want to start throwing stones, but they're living in glass houses, which don't make sense to me. It's like, you can't be mad at Bouncer, myself, and people doing day-to-day content if your podcast is slowing down on views. You can't be. That's not your lane. Don't worry about what we're doing over here. It's none of your business. Yeah? We're just focused on doing what we're doing. Same as we can't do what podcasters do, i.e. have all these good guests that they have, great conversations that they have, you know? No one ain't preying that. No one ain't watching that. That's their thing. But it's like people trying to put shade on people doing content nowadays. And I'm like, why would people want to do that for? It don't make no sense. Because on one hand, people will say, it's not for the views, you know. It's therapy for me and that. Cool. On the other hand, people will be like, they're taking the views and that. So which one is it? See, for me, I knew views was going to be hard to come by. Consistent. It's going to take years. I've got like a 5-year plan. I ain't got no overnight dream of being lit and having a business that's running. It don't work like that. And if you think it does, then if it does for you, then salute. Cool. Me? Nah. This is a business plan. You get what I'm saying? And it's going to be slow days. There's going to be slow days. There's going to be days where the views are very low, but you know, I'm just happy for any view I get, if I'm honest with you. People will message me like, your views are low, or how much money did you make? Bro, I'm in my yard, patterning. You know? It takes time, takes effort, takes dedication, bad man. Rate me for that. Why do people always try and pop you down for how much you made? Big man, I just started. And I could tell you what I made. But what would that be doing? Me showing off? I'm not trying to do that. What am I trying to do? What? Show my bank statements. Why would I want to do that? There's many people in this space that are making way more money than me, I'm assuming. And good luck to them. They deserve it. Shout out 90s Baby. That's another great podcast as well. But my point is, if you want to throw shade on content creators like myself, Bouncer, etc., don't make it seem like we're responsible for deterring people from podcasts, because that's not the case. That's cap. Hella cappuccino. Yeah? And we ain't thirsty. So podcasters need to do what they're doing. They need to understand where the game's moving. And if all of a sudden podcasters start doing day-to-day content, what are we supposed to be mad at them? No. Why would we be? Anybody can do what they want to do. Literally. You know what I mean? Come on, man. I'm here for all the constructive criticism. I'm here for any sort of criticism. I'm on the internet, bad man. It's going to happen every day. but it's cool for me. It's fine, you know. But I just want to say thank you to the people that do support the channel. Thank you to the people that do support my name. Shout out Annie. I see Annie and a couple of her friends saluting. Salute back to you lot, you get what I'm saying? Salute to Kid and Chinks. Salute to anybody that's rocking with the landing. You get what I'm saying? Love, manners and respect every time. So yeah, this was just a segment to clarify, like, there's no agenda from me to try and do anything with, like, that's gonna affect people's positions. People are gonna get way more views than me, and it's love. Salute, you deserve it. Whatever you get, you deserve it, because we're all here on merit. That's what you lot forget. It's merit, you know. We're not just here because, oh, we're here. No, we earn the spot if we're in the spot. And I'm not saying we are. I'm just, you know, if people are suggesting that, oh, they came in the space and no, bad man. That's cap. All sorts of cap. So just something I wanted to clarify as I was watching something that was sent to me regarding, you know, that narrative being pushed, like, we've taken the views from this person, that person. I don't think it goes like that. I just think it's common sense. Naturally, if you're doing something every day, the consistency alone is going to build itself up. The algorithm, you're going to be in it, and that's just how it goes. So don't be one of them people like hating or throwing shade on things that you can do yourself. Just do it yourself. It's very simple. You know what I'm saying? But again, big up every content creator, big up every podcast doing their thing. Me personally, I'm trying to get in contact with the content creators first and foremost, just to invite them on the landing, have a conversation, see what their story is, see what's going on. Because if people seem to think like I'm trying to be in this space and be on some divide and conquer thing, that's cap. So if you lot think I'm the guy with the light, then cool. Forward up onto the landing. Message me if you're into the content space. Obviously, I have to respect what you got going on, naturally. And then, yeah, man, forward over. Have a conversation. You get what I'm trying to say? Other than that, like, comment, subscribe. Notification bell should always be on, so you're in the loop. At some point, I can't tell you when, start putting out maybe 2-3 segments a day. You know, so have that notification bell on. It's the landing, man. You never know what we might talk about.
Call me Saint Nick. Caesar with me too. Going ape shit. Gorillas in the zoo. We had to break shit.